Hi, in this video I wanted to highlight the 10 brushes that I use most when painting in Procreate. These are just the brushes that I'm using most at the moment. I'll include a link in the description to show you where to find them if you're interested. So, number 1 is Dusty Bottoms 1 from the Brain Treehouse collection. I use this brush for thumbnails and sketching, and I love the rough edges it has. I find it's ideal for doing the details on paintings as it's sharp and neat when it's small, and it also works great when it's big. So that's a really useful brush, that one, my number 1. Number 2 is Gouache TV 1, again from the Brain Treehouse collection. This is probably my most used brush. I love the grainy texture it has, and I do all my initial blocking in on my paintings with this one. It also works nicely small, and it's great for doing circles and individual leaves. I really highly recommend this one. Number 3 is Thick Paint from the Impressionism brush pack. This one is good for blocking in the sky or water. I tend to only use this one when it's big. When it's small, it can look a bit too digital for my liking. Number 4 is Dry Sponge 1, again from the Impressionism brush pack. I love this one for background trees. This one I prefer to use small and keep changing the colour often to make it feel more varied and realistic. Number 5 is Paint Dabs Thick from the Impressionism pack. It's hard to manage sometimes, but if you layer it up with a couple of colours and sizes you can get some nice effects, but sometimes it's a bit unwieldy. I tend to use this one in the background more than the foreground. Number 6 is Pointillism, again from the Impressionism pack. I prefer this one to the previous brush. The paint dabs are a bit less uniform and they're softer, so I use this brush quite a lot. It looks cool when it's big, and I often use it on a larger size early on in the painting process and then use it smaller to do highlights and shadows on the trees later on. I think this is the best one from the Impressionism pack. Number 7, the last from the Impressionist pack, Stippled Paint 1. This is just another handy leafy brush to help speed drawings up and get areas of vegetation blocked in pretty quickly. Number 8 is just the classic soft airbrush that comes with Procreate already. I use this one a lot just to do the gradients in the sky and areas of mist, and it's also quite nice to draw with too. Number 9 is the Watercolor Wash, which also comes with Procreate originally. It's great for skies, and it's got a lovely soft grainy texture to it. I don't really use this one enough. I'd like to use it a bit more often. I tend to use brush number 2 in the sky to start with. Finally, number 10 is Perfect Gouache 1 from Retro Supply. The brush has got some really realistic texture to it, which makes it great for sketching and blocking in shapes with a nice edge. I really like this brush. So that's it, my top 10 brushes at the moment. I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching. Cheers.